Do this to me every time. Bring a podium in and then have no room.
Sorry.
No. We're actually laughing about it a little bit early. Is everybody ready? We'll go ahead and get started. Then at the very end, we'll just do a few brief questions. We have a lot of investigators out there. We're actively still working this investigation and don't have much time, but there is some things I want to reveal to everybody here today. So without further ado, we'll get started. My name is Lieutenant Mark Major, Magyar, of the Pennsylvania State Police. I'm the Troop H Crime Section Commander. The purpose of today's press conference is to provide an update on the homicide investigation that occurred on Sunday, October 6, 2019 on Rotts Avenue, Shippensburg Township, Cumberland County. The incident resulted in the untimely death of Shakur Myers and injuries to Rodney Stevenson. As an agency, we are well aware of the impact incidents of violence have on our communities, specifically this incident involving Shippensburg University students. I am hopeful by providing an update, many of the fears expressed by the community, schools, and Shippensburg University staff and students will be calmed. We express the same concerns as the public, considering our troopers and their families reside in and attend schools throughout Cumberland County. As of this evening, the troopers working the investigation around the clock are making significant progress in search of the truth and bringing those responsible for the murder to justice. In the early morning hours of Monday, we executed a search warrant on the apartment leased by Clayton Wilson and Quentin Furlow, both Shippensburg University students, located at 206 High Street, apartment 2, which is located approximately a tenth of a mile from the crime scene. During the search, multiple rounds of ammunition, marijuana, and marijuana packaging were located. Several hours later, a search warrant was executed on a 2019 Subaru Legacy recovered from the scene. This is the same vehicle Shakur Myers was located outside of deceased, and Samir Stevenson was seated in the driver's seat with gunshot injuries. In close proximity to both of those men, we recovered a stolen Ruger LCP .380 caliber handgun. During the search of the vehicle, packaged marijuana and a digital scale were located amongst other items of evidentiary value. Additionally, a large sum of money was located at the scene and inside of the vehicle. With this information, arrest warrants are being obtained for Samir Stevenson and Clayton Wilson. Samir Stevenson is charged with felony drug possession with intent to deliver and receiving stolen property for the stolen firearm. Clayton Wilson is charged with felony drug possession with intent to deliver. We are confident the murder of Shakur Myers appears to be isolated and directly related to drug activity. In closing, the Pennsylvania State Police is working closely with Shippensburg University administration and neighboring law enforcement to ensure our communities are safe. We as an agency have increased our patrol presence in and around the university and continue to do so for the foreseeable future. Our goal is always for the students and community to feel safe, and I'm hopeful providing an update this evening regarding this being an isolated incident involving drug activity will have calmed the fears many have expressed to us over the last several days. As we mentioned previously, I would ask anyone with information or who may have witnessed the shooting to contact the Pennsylvania State Police Carlisle Station at 717-249-2121. We will continue to provide regular updates regarding the homicide as our main focus is bringing the person or persons responsible for justice. I will take a few questions at this time.
Lieutenant Major, question over here. We would like to know, the students have been telling us about this being related to drug activity that's been happening in the area. Is that something that's been going on within the last couple months?
I mean, unfortunately, I think our society is plagued by drug activity, and Shippensburg University just happens to be one of those locations where it is occurring. And we're well of it. Our troopers on a regular basis are making drug arrests in that area, as well as pretty much all throughout the Central Valley, the central Pennsylvania area. So, I mean, yes, drug activity is occurring on Shippensburg University campus as well as other places throughout the Commonwealth.
What about gang initiation month? We heard something about that as well.
It's the first I'm hearing about. I'm not aware of any sort of gang initiation or anything gang related. Sir?
The victims were from Philadelphia. Do you have any idea why they were in Shippensburg at the time?
I am not. I mean, obviously the information I provided today, there's definitely drug activity going on, and the information, the evidence that we have suggests some sort of drug dealings were going down, which would have led them there.
Any leads on where they could be at this point?
That's what we're diligently working around the clock trying to locate.
Is your agency confident that they're not in the area of Shippensburg?
I can't answer that. I mean, anything's a possibility, but we're, like I said, our main focus is locating and apprehending.
Just so I make this clear, so one of the victims that was shot, he's also facing charges now as well?
Correct.
Okay, and those are felony drug possession with intent to deliver and the handgun charge?
Correct.
Okay.
Can you go over just quick the charges for each of the people being charged?
Sure. Samir Stevenson, charged with felony drug possession with intent to deliver and receiving stolen property for the firearm, and Clayton Wilson, felony drug possession with intent to deliver. We still would like to speak with certainly Quentin Furlow as well as Clayton Wilson regarding this incident.
When the first couple persons of interests were identified, it said they should be considered armed and dangerous. Does that still stand, or?
Correct. I mean, there's reason to believe that there's involvement in this incident. We need to locate them and speak with them.
So it's 3 total people, correct? Or
There's 2 that we've identified to you, and we're certainly in search of whether or not anybody else was involved. And we ask for the public's help and anybody who may have witnesses.
Should the public be concerned in that case if you guys don't know their whereabouts and you're saying that there is drug activity happening at the campus and this happens to be a situation where drugs were found in this car?
As a generality, I think there's drug activity occurring all throughout our country. I mean, you guys report on it all the time. Is there specific drug activity occurring right this second that I'm aware of that's occurring and we're doing nothing about it? No, that's certainly not the case. I'm just making a generalized statement. And for us to definitively say that somebody is here or they're not here, if we knew exactly where they were, the troopers standing next to me would be out and locating and apprehending. So I know that's a question that's been a lot of times, and we're trying as best as we can to locate them. But based on the facts and everything that we know so far, they should be considered armed and dangerous, and we're doing everything we can to keep not only the Shippensburg University students safe, but also the public in general. So I'll take one more question, and we got to get going.
Do we have an update on Samir's condition? He's listed in critical. Do we know anything further about him?
It's my understanding that he has been downgraded.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys very much, and as I mentioned, we'll provide regular updates as more information comes about. But thank you very much.